What's going on, guys? It is your boy CryptoMykel here, coming today with a, well, good morning miners update, guys. Hope you all are doing well and fantastic wherever you guys are. Good freaking morning. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. It is the start of a new week, so happy Monday to all of you out there. And I hope you all are hashing nice and well over the weekend, especially, well, right now is, the markets are looking out freaking standing at this current moment. Bitcoin is touching the 40 or 53k mark. Even Litecoin is up, Ethereum is up, Flux touched almost $1 this morning. That's pretty fluxtastic. Ethereum or Solana went up to 106, almost 107, and ETC is up in the 27. Touched almost $28. The market is looking ripe. Even our top 2024 picks are looking pretty out freaking standing themselves. If you guys would be so gracious, please guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I would greatly appreciate that, and it does help out the algorithm, so please hit that like and subscribe. Thank you so very much, guys. Now, let's dig into some of today's news, as well as things that have been going on, right? So as you may know, we have sent our BCU 1525 off to Osprey, and it is currently in their hands and on the way to the facility to get reballed into a Osprey VU9P beast, right? It'll be a pretty awesome little device. I'm so excited to get that back into my hands and be able to see just how well it hashes compared to how well it hashed before. Because the Osprey boards do provide a better cooling solution than I could have provided, even water cooled, as well as the power delivery for the system is much greater. And in a much better standpoint, because that was actually one of the failure points of the board currently before we sent it off, was voltage issues. And it wasn't even the chip's fault, it was the board's fault. So that is being sent off and being reballed into a VU9P E100. So that is out freaking standing. I can't wait to get that back and show some testing on that, because there is no testing, at least content wise, for the VU9P version of the Osprey device. Now the bit streams for that one are a little bit more limited upon releases, because of the architecture is not the same as the VU33P or the 35P, so you kind of have to wait for the VU9Ps to get worked in. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not some out there, so that's pretty cool. And I do own the next JTAG to that device, so we will be able to potentially try out some different workarounds to using different bit streams. So, pretty cool. We'll have that coming up here soon, but talking about redoing hardware, guys, you got to see this. There has been a modder from the Polygnomes team who actually doubled the RAM size on a RTX 2080, making it officially a 16 gigabyte version of the 2080. So apparently it was super straightforward, according to the team. So it just took them taking the Samsung memory they had right here and getting versions that were just double the capacity. So upon doing that, they were able to effectively double the RAM size, and then all they had to do was take this jumper, I guess, and move it over. And once they did that, it effectively showed up as a 16 gigabyte model of a RTX 2080, which is pretty freaking cool, if I do say so myself. There was no been a really big beneficial increase in gameplay versus the original setup. So there's not likely a huge benefit to this, but if you are using it for rendering or machine learning, like we were seeing before with the 2080 Ti's that we saw covered last week, that were turned into 22 gigabyte monsters. Yeah, so you're effectively able to double these. I actually know a guy who might be able to do this, so I'm going to see if I can source the parts necessary to do this and send it over to him and see if maybe he can do that. Would be pretty interesting, none the least. On the next note, the KS5, another Caspa ASIC. So the Antminer KS5 will put down a whopping 20 terahashes for a pre-order cost of pretty much $30,000. That is a lot. Of course, as you know, I've never really cared for Caspa ASICs. Had I have not won one, I wouldn't even own one myself. Not the biggest fan of them. Not the biggest fan of Ice River, particularly. So kudos to Antminer for making another one, I guess. But over the first batches, you're looking at a KS3 versus a KS5, and the KS5 Pro, which will put down 21 terahashes for 3100 watts compared to the 3000 watts. So effectively, we are going to pull the same amount of power, and we will be doing a much better efficiency. So kudos to them for making a much more efficient miner, which is nice to see, but rip to the network hash rate. So farms that are running these KS1s or KS3s, they are going to upgrade 100%. They will upgrade for the newer models because they will be either decreasing their power consumption by a little bit and or remaining the same while gaining hash rate. So do keep that in mind, that overall it's going to be a better play for people that have, or for farms that are running them. I do see the 3-phase plug right there, so do keep that in mind, that you will have to have a 3-phase, either 3-phase or their conversion plug, which I don't understand how you can have a 3-phase plug and then just use a different cable and still run it on 2-phase. It just doesn't make sense to me. So FA to that, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Much love. Of course, happy hashing. Stay savage. Keep your hash rates up, your watts down low. We will catch y'all on the flip side. And of course, happy hashing. Peace.